All right, today's journal and today's contemplation still outside again, early mornings. Right. So yeah. So background noises. Today's journal. You know, I think I was reflecting on something I thought about like some weeks back. Right. Um, and my thought was that all of us, like when I say all of us, I mean like humanity as a whole, we're all like always searching for something. Yeah. And what we're searching for is like paradise. But there's this default state we're always in. And my question to myself was, if you didn't lose something, would you ever find the joy of finding something? Because everybody feels like they've lost something. Like everybody feels like there's a paradise lost. You know, like there's a paradise lost. And ha- so the idea is, I'm seeking a paradise. Why am I seeking that paradise? It's because I feel like I lost something, and I'm re-seeking it. And that was like the thought, because it's like, you know, why are we all seeking paradise so like obsessively? And it's because we feel like we have lost paradise, right? We feel like we lost something we had. And that just goes to show that, like when we are all born, it's like we have a past that we don't know about, right? And some map that past to mythologies and to like history. Some say my past was this, my past was that. And sometimes we don't even know our past, but we feel our past, and our past is that we lost like a paradise, right? And because of that past, we are seeking something. And the thing about this paradise is that we find it in glimpses. Like, everybody also has, like, most people have this thought of like an afterlife. Like, no matter like where you are on the scope of school of thoughts, there's always an afterlife like thesis, right? That's because, remember, we feel like we lost paradise, so definitely we would want to, push for that feeling that there will be a paradise we are getting. And then apart from that afterlife paradise, there's the one that we see here. Like, but the thing about this paradise is that we see it for like maybe some hours, some days, and then we lose it. And it's simply because if you see paradise all through your stay, every day, every hour on earth, then the paradise afterlife will not make any sense again. So it's like, if there's going to be a paradise after, if I can see everything here on earth is gone. So I think what I experience glimpses of this paradise, and I think I'm well satisfied enough with what I experienced, and I'm excited about whatever there will be after this earth and after this life, right? So it's like, yeah, I mean, I don't know what will be after this life. Some people know. Well, I don't claim to know, right? But I'm just, you know, certain, right, that it would be a very, very great experience. How, what the occasion is, what the timetable is, I don't know, right? But before then, I am really experiencing something that is like an extension. I think there's this thing they do, like you're walking on the road and you see a liaison office, so you can see the federal government liaison office. So it means that this is the office of the federal government that is not in your own state. So it's like the paradise I experience here is like a liaison office of that greater paradise. And I feel like, why would it not be what it is for everybody, right? Because, you know you are experiencing something that is great in your life. That's like a liaison of whatever it will be. And I really feel like this experience is highly not materialistic. It's highly not material. That's my own take. um when I say paradise, man, I'm not even looking at all of what I have in my account, all of what I can buy. I'm just looking at all of what I'm experiencing within me, in my consciousness, all of what I'm experiencing in that moment. It could be a 5 hour, a 6 hour bliss, it could be days of bliss. You are just in a state of flow. You are just grateful for every single thing that has nothing to really do with material stuff. You're just grateful for life. You're just grateful for the trees. You're grateful for family. You're grateful for love. You're grateful for every single thing. You're just in that moment, and everything is singing beauty. That's like paradise. And some days and some months we are all focused on job, money, the next move, marriage, all those things. Like, we are so focused. I feel like that is like, okay, that's like off paradise, like, and that's a life too. And so me, I see that part of like paradise and off paradise. I see it as one now. Like everything is paradise. So my materialism, my chase for like status and pedigree on the earth is still paradise, and my also my chase and my experience of something that is not material is still paradise. And I'm really trying to see it as one, because at a very deep level in my psyche, I don't see it as one totally, but I'm like striving towards that you know space where I don't have to you know prepare myself to experience like paradise. Like sometimes, okay, for example, now somebody could be having sex and they consider sex as nothing you know paradise-ish. They consider it as a you know mortal activity, something that is maybe dirty. And then when you're experiencing sex, you're like, oh, I'm separated from paradise. And then now being at that state of where you're not having sex is paradise. That's like a differentiation, right? But I'm trying to go to the point where it's like united, so that when I'm having sex, I'm not totally feeling so alienated that I alienate myself and I become a castaway to the paradise that calls me, right? So yeah, I think I enjoyed this. To be honest, this was like something I just needed to like talk to myself about. But great stuff. I really enjoyed this. Yeah, I did. So yeah, you know.